Even at our most human moments, we can touch the divine. When two people join together in physical union, that primal connection creates powerful earthly desires. Yet through the mystic law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, these very desires transform into the path of enlightenment. This profound truth echoes through Nichiren Daishonin's writings. Earthly desires are enlightenment, and the sufferings of birth and death are nirvana. But what does this mean for us in our most intimate moments? The answer lies in understanding how our basic human nature contains the seeds of Buddhahood. When we chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo during physical intimacy, we elevate that connection beyond mere pleasure. The sound vibrations of the mystic law harmonize with our vital energy, transforming what could be purely carnal into something sacred. As the Lotus Sutra teaches, all phenomena in the universe are manifestations of the mystic law. This includes our bodies and our desires. The great teacher Tian Te, whom Nichiren deeply respected, explained that our earthly desires are like firewood, and enlightenment is like the flame. Just as fire cannot exist without wood to burn, enlightenment cannot manifest without earthly desires to transform. When we chant during intimate moments, we're not suppressing or denying our desires, we're transmuting them into fuel for awakening. Consider how the historical Buddha himself reached enlightenment. He first tried extreme asceticism, denying all earthly desires. Only when he accepted the middle way, neither indulging nor suppressing desires, did he achieve enlightenment. Similarly, we don't need to reject our physical nature to advance spiritually. Instead, we can use Nam-myoho Renge Kyo to direct that energy toward higher purposes. Nichiren wrote to a follower, "When we chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, both our body and mind enter the ultimate reality of life. This reality includes all aspects of human experience, from the most sublime to the most earthly. The key is maintaining awareness of the mystic law even during physical union. The transformation of desire into enlightenment isn't automatic, it requires intent and practice. When partners chant together during intimacy, they create a sacred space where physical passion becomes spiritual energy. The breath synchronizes with the rhythm of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and consciousness expands beyond individual pleasure to touch something greater. In the Lotus Sutra, we learn that all beings possess the Buddha nature. This includes our capacity for physical love and pleasure. When we understand this, intimate moments become opportunities for spiritual growth rather than obstacles to it. As Nichiren taught, there is no true happiness for human beings other than chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. The union of man and woman mirrors the unity of all apparent opposites, heaven and earth, wisdom and action, spiritual and material. When we chant during these moments, we're acknowledging this fundamental oneness. The physical act becomes a meditation on non-duality, where distinction between earthly desire and enlightenment dissolves. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of the Dragon King's daughter, who achieved enlightenment in her female body despite prevailing beliefs about women's spiritual capabilities. This teaches us that enlightenment is available to all, regardless of circumstances. Similarly, our earthly desires, rather than being impediments, can become vehicles for awakening when merged with Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. The great sage Nagarjuna, whose wisdom Nichiren often cited, taught that samsara, the cycle of earthly desires and suffering, and nirvana are ultimately the same. This paradox resolves itself when we understand that through Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, our basic human experiences transform into expressions of the mystic law. During physical union, partners can take turns chanting, or chant together in harmony. The vibrations of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo create a resonance that purifies desire without diminishing its power. As Nichiren wrote, when we revere the mystic law, all other laws will naturally become aligned with it. Some might wonder if focusing on chanting during intimate moments diminishes the experience. Actually, it enhances it by adding a spiritual dimension to physical pleasure. The practice helps partners stay present, conscious, and connected to something greater than themselves. It transforms what could be merely physical into an act of devotion and spiritual cultivation. Nichiren emphasized that we don't need to wait for special circumstances to practice. He wrote, "Practice as you are." This means bringing Nam-myoho Renge Kyo into every aspect of life, including our most private moments. When we do this, even our strongest desires become tools for enlightenment rather than chains binding us to suffering. The transformation of earthly desires through Nam-myoho Renge Kyo relates to the principle of Ichinen Sanzen, 3,000 realms in a single moment of life. Each moment, including those of physical intimacy, contains the potential for complete enlightenment. By chanting, we activate this potential and direct it toward our highest development. Consider the metaphor of a lotus flower, central to the Lotus Sutra. It grows from mud yet produces immaculate blooms. Similarly, our earthly desires, though seemingly muddy, can produce the pristine flower of enlightenment when nourished by Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. The key is not to reject the mud but to recognize its essential role in creating beauty. Partners who practice this teaching often report deeper connection, greater mindfulness, and enhanced spiritual awareness during intimate moments. The physical act becomes a form of moving meditation, where pleasure and spirituality merge into a unified experience. As one of Nichiren's letters states, when one chants Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, the three realms of existence become the Buddha land. The practice requires patience and dedication. At first, it might feel awkward or unnatural to chant during intimate moments. But with time and sincere effort, it becomes as natural as breathing. The key is maintaining an attitude of reverence while embracing our full humanity, including our desires. The teaching that earthly desires become enlightenment through Nam-myoho Renge Kyo offers a powerful path for transforming our most basic human experiences into opportunities for spiritual growth. When partners unite this practice with physical intimacy, they create a sacred alchemy where desire and enlightenment become one. As Nichiren taught, suffer what there is to suffer, enjoy what there is to enjoy. Regard both suffering and joy as facts of life. Through Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, we can embrace all aspects of human experience as part of the path to enlightenment.